Hi everybody, Becky here. I hope you're having a great day. So yesterday I made a post and it was something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, but I was kind of nervous to share. And then when I did, I received so many messages, people who could relate to what I've been through. And so I wanted to talk a bit more about it and what triggered me to actually make that post finally. So we had been watching this show called 911. I don't know if you guys watch it or not, but we love it as a family. And this one character who's played by Jennifer Love Hewitt, she's in a very abusive relationship and her husband is abusing her physically. He's punching her, he's hitting her, he's beating her, he's telling her, how to act and kind of blaming her. He's saying, this is your fault that I hit you, which is so messed up. And I haven't been physically abused really in my life, and not by my husband, and Jay's amazing, by the way. Anyways, as someone who watches this, the girls and I are saying, why do women stay in these situations? Why do people stay in these physically abusive situations? Like, get out, run, fight. Why aren't you leaving him? And her character gets the nerve up. She stays with him for years and years and years, and she's hurt and she's beaten. She's, lost her confidence. And she finally gets the nerve and she grabs this fire poker stick, and she finally whacks him back and he falls to the ground. And then she gets up and she runs out, and now he starts chasing her. And I'm like, go run faster. And so then he finally catches up to her and he grabs her and he's hitting her again, and she gets him back and she fights hard, and this time she wins, like straight out wins. And unfortunately, he passed away, but anyways, we'll leave that at that. So she has freedom now. But it was brought to that point, like she was pushed to that point, pushed to that point of he kept hitting her, and she finally had to, fight back. And again, I was like, I go to bed that night and I'm thinking in my mind, why do people stay in these situations? Why? And I had this light bulb moment of, oh my goodness, it's not the same as physical abuse, but it's mental abuse, what so many people across the world are allowing to happen because of fear. It's fear that's holding so many people back. Whether it's religion, whether it's whatever it is, mental abuse that people are too afraid to get away from. So in religion, it might be that they tell you, I was told, so in my example, it was what to wear, what to watch, what to listen to. The list is endless. What to believe. In our religion that we grew up in, if you didn't listen exactly to what your parents and what the elders taught you, you were rebellious. So if I had blonde hair and I wanted to add some pink to it, or I wanted to tattoos, oh my gosh, these things are not allowed. This is rebellious. If you want to wear a cropped shirt, or if you wanted to wear shorts, cut off jean shorts, something that was too short or too revealing, you were being rebellious. You have to do as you're told. And so you keep doing that, and that's all you know as a child, is just keep doing what you're told and believe what they tell you. You don't want to get higher education. The people that you go to school with, that you work with, these people are worldly, and you're not to spend time with them. Certain books, do not ever read your horoscope. Do not ever read any books that might talk about the other type of spiritualism, like believing in the universe and you're a magnet, and what you believe is what you attract into your life. These things are true. These things are, so frowned upon in religion. And oh my gosh, like, oh, there's so much I just want to. You're not supposed to be friends with those who are not of the same religion. You're not supposed to marry those out of your religion. You're supposed to get baptized by a certain age, whether you want to or not. A lot of the times you'll see young girls getting married very young and young guys getting married very young into relationships that because sex before marriage is frowned upon. So if you want to kiss and make love and those kind of things, well, you have to be married. So I'm just going to jump into the first relationship I get into with some kid. And the problem is divorce is frowned upon. So let's say you're 25 and he's hurting you or he's mentally abusing you or whatever. I've heard it yesterday. I got so many messages from women who are in relationships and they can't get out because everyone's telling them to do what's right in God's eyes. That they think it's right to stay in abusive marriages because that's what's right in God's eyes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me in 2021? There's so many things. And it's all based on fear. George and I were talking about it this morning at the table. We're having our coffee. And the life that she would have had if we would have stayed in the religion. You know, she's passionate for cooking and she's passionate. She loves to share that on social media. But social media is frowned upon. You know, Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Do you have social media? How are you using your social media? Are you being is it too provocative what you wear? Is it inappropriate? And it was almost like growing up, it felt like there was police officers watching nonstop. They're watching how you dress and what movies you went to. I'm not kidding. And if you wore the wrong thing, and if you watched the wrong movie or the wrong music, you're taught to tell on your friends. So if I had a friend and she saw me wearing some kind of too short of dress, she would be recommended to tell the elders on me so that they could help me. And then there would be a private meeting to discuss how I can change and do better. Oh my goodness. It's so crazy. I am here to help others realize that they're holding you back with fear. It's only fear. So I know that a lot of young kids, George and I were saying this morning, so a lot of young kids are brought up in these religions, and that if you don't listen to your parents or the elders, that they're going to disfellowship you. They're going to not speak to you anymore. You're not going to have any friends. You're not going to have a family that supports you. Well, I'm here to tell you, you do have a lot of other people out there. They do care for you. I know you're told that they're worldly and that they don't care about you, but there are so many people in this world who want to help you and take care of you. So I know that your parents, they might mean well, but they're brainwashed. Your whole entire family is brainwashed if that's what they're telling you, that you need to do what's right in God's eyes. I think that so many people in this world are depressed and anxious and full of anxiety and fear because they're not living their authentic lives. If your heart wants you to do something, and I'm not talking about anything that's going to hurt somebody else or hurt yourself. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you want to have pink hair, you should be able to have pink hair. And if you want to get a nose ring because you love it, then you should be able to get a nose ring. And you love a certain style of music, or if you love, it doesn't matter who you love or what you love, if you're not hurting anyone else, That is your authentic self, and you should follow that. From when I was young, I loved fitness, I loved health, I loved exercising, and I knew that I was put on this planet to help other people in that way. It was what's in me. It was my little jewel that was put inside of me that I could use this to help other people, make them healthier and stronger. And my whole family knew that. There was no secret about that. But there was no encouragement to follow that passion or to share it. The only thing that mattered was the Bible and God, and putting that first, and anything else wasn't important. Just study the Bible, and forget about the other stuff. You cannot serve two masters. Like, if I were to follow my passion of fitness and health, it would take away too much time from God. And if I could go back, if I could tell you, follow your passion and follow your heart, you know what's right for you. And there are so many people on this planet who want to help you. I am one of them. I am here to help you and tell you that it's just fear. That once you tiptoe past that fear, it's like somebody who's afraid of skydiving, or someone who is afraid of, it could be roller coasters or something like that. You know, that you finally try it and you're like, oh my gosh, what was I so afraid of? That was fun. Fear is like this invisible wall that you're too afraid to go through. But once you do, you're like, oh my gosh, there's freedom on the other side. Trust me, whatever's holding you back from being your authentic self, don't let it hold you back anymore. I'm here for you. There's a lot of people here for you who've been in your footsteps, or in your shoes rather. And there's so many people who've lived what you're going through, and you can get through it and you can get past it, but these people are just holding you back with fear. I don't know if you've ever watched the movie, what's it called? The Village. The Village. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. But if you're struggling with wanting to express yourself in a certain way, but you're holding back because what other people will think or what other people will do, it's just fear. So I encourage you today to be your authentic self, to live how you want to live. And Georgia, you're here with me. Hi. Any advice for people who are not living their authentic life because of fear? Just do it.
Yeah, I'm not promoting myself or anything, but I just made a post as well.
Oh, good.
And it was all about how today is the 3-year anniversary of my page.
Yeah.
And I just said, like, if you never know what'll happen if you just follow your passion. You never know who you're gonna help.
Yeah.
I ended it off with, share your passion and your gift with the world. You've been gifted a passion or a feeling, and you need to share that with others. Is that where you were going?
I said a jewel earlier. That I had a jewel for fitness and health from a very young age, but I didn't have the encouragement to follow my dream, but you do. So that's what you're gonna do.
We all have a gift.
Everyone, like Daisy loves hair, Sophie loves art, and she's so different. She loves to have pink hair one week and blue hair one week, and she went and got 3 piercings, and like, we encourage her to be her authentic self. It might not be right for Georgia or for me, but it's right for her. And like, all those differences of the people around the world is what makes the world beautiful.
Yeah.
We don't have to all think the same, be the same, act the same.
If there's only one type of music, how fun would that be?
And it's awesome if she likes a certain style of music and I like a certain style, and then we're like, hey, did you hear this song? And be open to learning from each other, that it's not just one way.
Yeah. Or if there's only one food.
And we were just going back, we were talking about like fear and how just with religion and with mental abuse and physical abuse, how fear is often holding people back from being their authentic self.
Yeah, totally.
So our message to you is, do not let fear hold you back.
I wasn't planning on coming to this.
I know,
but
you just came out,
Yeah.
so welcome. No matter who you love or what you love or how you want to dress, again, if it's not hurting anyone else, be you.
Yeah.
Follow your heart, follow your passions.
Yeah.
Anything else?
We are here to support you.
Yeah, we are. And there's so many people
Show
across
us what
the
you
world.
love. We want to know.
What do you love? Who do you love?
Yeah. I love organizing, and I love cats, and I love cooking, and I love sweatpants.
You don't want to get married right away and go be married with
No.
and have kids?
No.
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 Live, be you.
But if you
be
do,
free. Good for you.
Do it.
That's what I wanted. I did want to get married and have kids, and I did. But I also wanted to pursue fitness.
You did that.
Yeah, I did.
You can do anything.
You can do anything.
You can do anything.
You can do anything you set your mind to, and we're here to help. Bye.